So, okay, student, next topic is active immunity and passive immunity. What is active immunity? What is passive immunity? And what are the examples for passive immunity? So, very first point is what is active immunity? Active immunity developed by an individual naturally when the body is exposed to antigen by the mode of infection, that is called as natural active immunity. That is called as natural active immunity. When the immunity is acquired artificially through the vaccination, that is called as artificial active immunity. That means active immunity can be classified into two types, that is natural active immunity and artificial active immunity. Next point, what is passive immunity? So passive immunity, it is a naturally obtained immunity in which the individual receives the antibodies from the immunized organisms. So that is called as passive immunity. So passive immunity is of two types. For example, the fetus receives the antibodies in the form of immunoglobulin G from the maternal blood or from the mother's blood through the placenta. That is number one, example number one. Example number two for passive immunity, for natural passive immunity. Example number two, the baby receives the antibodies in the form of immunoglobulin A from the mother, from the mother's colostrum. This type of immunity is also called as natural passive immunity. The fetus receives the antibody in the form of immunoglobulin G from the mother's blood through the placenta, so that immunoglobulin G can pass through the placenta. Immunoglobulin G can move across the placenta. Example number two, the baby receives the antibodies in the form of immunoglobulin A from the mother's colostrum. This type of immunity is called as natural passive immunity. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಆ ಒಂದು ಇಮ್ಯುನೋಗ್ಲೋಬುಲಿನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಂಟಿಬಾಡೀಸನ್ನು ತಾಯಿಯಿಂದ ಬಾಡಿಗೆಗೆ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಈ ಬಾಡಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀಯ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಂಟಿಬಾಡೀಸ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೊಲೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲ್? ಸೊ ಕೊಲೆಸ್ಟ್ರಾಲ್, it is an early milk. Colostrum is an early milk secreted for about 3 to 5 days soon after the parturition, soon after the delivery. That is called as colostrum. Colostrum is rich with immunoglobulin A, carbohydrates and protein. Hence, the medical practitioner says that a drop of mother's milk is a ocean of love. ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಕುಡಿಸುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಹನಿ ಹಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಗರದಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ serum containing preformed or ready-made antibodies in the form of gamma globulin obtained from immunized organism. It is used for the treatment of tetanus, rabies, snake bite, and botulism, what you call food poisoning. That is called as artificial passive immunity. What is artificial passive immunity? It is the introduction of serum containing preformed antibodies in the form of gamma globulin obtained from immunized organisms. That is called as artificial passive immunity. It is used for the treatment of tetanus, rabies, snake bite, botulism. That is food poisoning. So that is called as artificial passive immunity. What is serum? That is the plasma without RBC. That is called as serum. Plasma without RBC, that is called as serum. Serum is rich with antibodies. That is the meaning. So next point is next one is difference between active immunity and passive immunity. Differentiate between active immunity and passive immunity. So point number one. So what is active immunity? It produces antibodies by the host on exposure to antigen. That is pathogenic microorganisms. Any foreign particles are called as antigens. So passive immunity, it is the introduction of ready-made or preformed antibodies directly into the host or individual to protect the body from antigen. That is first difference. In the second difference, active immunity, it is slow and takes longer time to give its full effect. Passive immunity, so passive immunity is fast, takes shorter time to give its full effect. That is second difference between active immunity and passive immunity. The third difference about active immunity is it is introduced due to natural infections or by vaccination. Passive immunity, the natural entry or deliberate introduction of ready-made antibodies or preformed antibodies into the host. Active immunity antibody. Now we will go to different place and we will drink water in different place which containing antigen, so that it directly antigen or directly enters into the body through the contaminated water. So like through the contaminated air, so that our body develops active immunity. So that is the difference between active immunity and passive immunity. So next point, what is vaccination? ಚುಚ್ಚುಮದ್ದು ಎಂದರೇನು? So what is vaccination? It is the process of inoculation of harmless antigenic material or attenuated pathogen or toxin into the body of healthy person to provide immunity against disease. That is called as vaccination. That is, what is attenuated pathogen means inactive pathogen. So harmless antigen means they are heat-killed pathogen. What is toxides? Toxides are dilute. So dilute solution of toxic substance of pathogen. So dilute toxic substance of pathogen is called as toxides, which are introduced into the body of the healthy person that stimulates the production of antibodies against the antigen. How it works? How the vaccination functions? So vaccine generate memory B cell and memory T cell. That memory B cell and memory T cell recognizes the pathogen quickly on subsequent exposure and invades them, that means and destroys them by massive production of antibodies which neutralize the effect of antigen. That is how the vaccination that is how the vaccination function in our body. The same way, hepatitis B vaccine is produced by using yeast, what we call Saccharomyces cerevisiae, through recombinant DNA technology. So next one, what is immunization? What is vaccination? What is immunization? When the antigen entering into our body, antigen stimulates our immune system for the production of antibodies. So what is immunization? It is the process by which the body produces antibodies against the vaccine, such as toxoid or attenuated pathogen. That is called as immunization. That is called as immunization. There is a difference between vaccination and immunization. Next point is allergy. So what is allergy? So next point is allergy. So what is allergy? This is very much important. It is an exaggerated response of the immune system to certain antigens present in the environment. That is called allergy. So the foreign substance which induce an exaggerated immune response are called as allergens. Allergens are dust particles, pollen grains, and animal dander, etc. These are the examples for allergens. That is, the agent or the substance that causes allergy called allergen, or the agent or the substance or the foreign substances that induces exaggerated immune response are called as allergen. So, next point is allergic reaction. How does the allergen react in our body? So, that is called allergic reaction. Due to the entry of allergen, that means when the allergen entering into our body, immune system develops. Our immune system develops a specific harmful antibody called immunoglobulin E or IgE. This immunoglobulin E antibody promotes the production and release of chemicals like serotonin and histamine from the mast cell of areolar connective tissue. So these chemicals this chemical means serotonin and histamine. Serotonin is called as vasoconstrictor. It reduces the size of the blood vessel. Histamine is called as vasodilator. So that is, it dilates the blood vessel. These chemicals causes the dilation of peripheral blood vessel and leakage of fluid, interstitial fluid, that reduces the blood pressure. So, next point is symptoms of allergy. What are the symptoms of allergy? That is running nose. Next one is wheezing, rashes all over the body, swelling, itching, sneezing, watery eyes, difficulty in breathing, redness, warming, and irritation. These are the symptoms of allergy. Name the chemical that causes allergy, that is serotonin and histamine. Name the antibody that causes allergy, that is immunoglobulin E. What are the symptoms of allergy? These are the symptoms of allergy. So, the use of certain drugs like antihistamine, adrenaline and steroid quickly reduces the symptoms of allergy. Allergy can be effectively treated by using anti-allergic drug like antihistamine, adrenaline and steroid. When the patients are exposed to or injected with very small doses of allergens and the reaction are studied to determine the causes of allergy in allergic reaction. That is how the allergy can be detected. So next one is autoimmunity. So as you all know, our immune system protects our body from the attack of pathogenic microorganisms. That is the function of our immune system. Sometimes our immune system destroys the normal self cell and non-self cell. The cells which are belongs to our body is called as self cells. The cells like bacteria, fungus and virus which enters into our body, they are called as non-self cell. So what is autoimmunity? So immune system protects our body from the disease and infections. But sometimes immune system attacks healthy self cells. These misdirected immune response on self cells are called as autoimmunity. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಗನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಯಾವುದೋ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗೆ ಅದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಯಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಡೀತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ autoimmunity. That is a definition for autoimmunity. Fine. So next one is, so the body attacks the self cells due to genetic and other unknown causes. So what are the diseases caused due to autoimmunity? That is number one, autoimmune diseases are Graves' disease related to thyroid gland, myasthenia gravis, multiple sclerosis, rheumatic arthritis, type 1 diabetes and glomerulonephritis and hemolytic anemia and Hashimoto disease, ulcerative colitis. These are the diseases of autoimmunity. These are autoimmune disease. So next one, characteristic feature of immune system. What are the characteristic feature of immune system? Point number one. So our immune system, it recognizes antigen. It recognizes foreign antigens, responds to them and remembers them. That is memory T cell, and memory B cell has the immunological memory for about 20 years to fight against the old pathogen when it infects again. So that is the meaning. So it recognizes the foreign antigen, responds to them and remembers them. So that is the first characteristic feature of our immune system. Next one, it plays an important role in allergic reaction, autoimmune disease and organ transplantation. Immunoglobulin E is responsible for allergic reaction. Misdirected immune response is called as autoimmunity, and organ transplantation. killer T cell destroys the transplanted organ or grafted organ. So that is how it plays a very important role in allergic reaction, autoimmune disease and organ transplantation. Next characteristic feature is recognition. Distinguishes self and non-self cells. Our immune system can distinguish self cell and non-self cell. The cells which are present in our body are called as self cell. The cells which are enter from outside into our body are called as non-self cells. So that is the meaning. Next one is diversity. Immune response for wide varieties of pathogen. That is non-specific immunity. It has a general effect. It has a wide range of effect and they are effective against all pathogen. Hence it is said to be non-specific immunity. So that it shows diversity. So why vidyate? So immune response for wide varieties of pathogen. That is 4 characteristic feature, and the 5th characteristic feature is response to specific antigen, that is specificity. So our immune system responds to specific antigen, that is specificity. It remembers the antigen, that is memory. Memory T cell and memory B cell. So it has the immunological memory for about 20 years against the old enemy if the infection occurs again. So specificity means, so specific immunity. So it is also called as acquired immunity. They are effective against a specific pathogen. So these are the characteristic feature of our immune system. So okay students, next topic is lymphoid organs. What are lymphoid organs? How many types of lymphoid organs are there in our body? And how it functions to protect our body from the attack of pathogenic microorganisms. So very first point is, what are lymphoid organs? Lymphoid organs are the organs of our body where the lymphocytes originates, matures, proliferates and differentiate. So T lymphocytes originates in bone marrow, get differentiate in thymus gland. B lymphocytes originates in bone marrow and gets differentiate in bone marrow itself in case of man. But in bird, it get differentiate in bursa equivalence. So lymphoid organs are the organs of the body where the lymphocyte originate, mature, proliferates and differentiate. That is called as lymphoid organs. So differentiate means, so when the antigen entering into our body, T lymphocyte recognizes the antigen and differentiates into killer T cell, helper T cell, suppressor T cell and memory T cell. So in the same way, B lymphocyte, when the antigen entering into the body, B lymphocyte recognizes the antigen due to the presence of antigen receptors on their surface and differentiate into plasma cell and memory cell. Plasma cell produces antibodies. Antibodies attacks the antigen and neutralize the antigen. So that is the meaning of differentiate. So there are 2 different types of lymphoid organs. So lymphoid organs are of 2 types. They are, number 1, primary lymphoid organ and number 2, secondary lymphoid organ. So what is primary lymphoid organ? These are the lymphoid organ where immature lymphocytes differentiate into antigen sensitive lymphocyte. Primary lymphoid organs are the lymphoid organs where the immature lymphocyte differentiate into antigen sensitive lymphocyte. So that is called as a primary lymphoid organ. Example for primary lymphoid organs are number 1 bone marrow and number 2 thymus gland. Bone marrow and thymus gland are the very best example for primary lymphoid organ. Next point is, what is bone marrow? So bone marrow means it is a highly vascularized fatty tissue present in the cavities of long bone called marrow cavity. So marrow cavity contains red marrow and yellow marrow. Red marrow synthesizes blood cells. Red marrow synthesizes blood cell and yellow marrow stores the fat. Red marrow synthesizes blood cell like RBC, WBC, platelets. So yellow marrow stores the fat. So that is an example for primary lymphoid organ. Second example is thymus gland. So it is a soft, pinkish in color, bilobar lymphoid tissue present near the heart beneath the sternum of chest. So that is the location of size and color of the thymus gland. So thymus gland is quite large at the time of birth, but keep reducing in size with age. But at the time of puberty, it reduces to a very small size. So what is puberty? Attaining sexual maturity is called as puberty. So at the time of puberty, the thymus gland reduces to a very small size. Okay, fine. Next, thymus gland provides microenvironment for the development and maturation of T lymphocyte, and it secretes thymosin hormone. So T lymphocytes gets matured in the thymus gland. Please remember that T lymphocyte reaches the place of injury, whereas the B lymphocyte do not reaches the place of injury. So B lymphocyte differentiates into plasma cell and memory cell. Plasma cell produces antibodies. Antibodies attacks the antigen and destroys the antigen, but T lymphocyte reaches the place of injury because it involved in cell-mediated immunity. So B lymphocyte involved in humoral immunity. So secondary lymphoid organ. So what is secondary lymphoid organ? They are the lymphoid organs. Secondary lymphoid organs are the lymphoid organs where fully differentiated lymphocytes migrates and interact with specific antigen and divide to form effector cells. That is called as secondary lymphoid organ. So example for secondary lymphoid organs are, number 1 is lymph node, number 2 spleen. So lymph node means these are small, solid, oval or bean shaped, located at different points of the body along the lymphatic system, such as neck, thorax, abdomen and groin. So these are the location of lymph node. Lymph node serve to track the microorganism or antigen which happens to get into the lymph and tissue fluid. Antigens trapped in lymph node activates the lymphocyte. So that is the function of lymph node. So lymph node located, when the lymph node is located in the lining of respiratory, digestive and urinogenital tract are called as mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue, that is MALT. So it constitutes about 50% of the lymphoid tissue in human body. So next one is spleen. The second example for secondary lymphoid organ is spleen. So it is the largest lymphoid organ. Which is the largest lymphoid organ? Spleen is the largest lymphoid organ of the body. Spleen is the largest lymphoid organ of the body which lies behind the stomach. It is a bean-shaped organ. It contains red pulp and white pulp surrounded by fibrous tissue. So red pulp, what is the function of red pulp and white pulp? Red pulp helps in the formation of RBC in the fetus. That is called erythropoiesis. It is the process of formation of RBC is called as erythropoiesis, and storage of RBC. Red pulp helps in the storage of RBC. White pulp helps in the storage of T lymphocyte. White pulp stores T lymphocyte. Next point, spleen has a large reservoir of RBC. That means spleen helps in the storage of RBC. Spleen has a large reservoir of RBC. Hence, it acts as a blood bank. So spleen is called as blood bank because it has a large reservoir of RBC. So spleen causes hemolysis of dead RBC. Lysis means break. It causes the breakdown of RBC. So spleen causes hemolysis of dead RBC. Hence it is called as graveyard of RBC. So spleen is called as graveyard of RBC because it causes the hemolysis of RBC. So spleen is called as blood bank of RBC because it acts like a reservoir of RBC. Next point is spleen traps and destroys the blood-borne pathogen. Spleen traps and destroys the blood-borne pathogen. Hence, it acts like a filter. So spleen is commonly called as blood bank. It is commonly called as graveyard of RBC, and it acts like a filter. So these are the functions of spleen. So next point is mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue. It is MALT. MALT. MALT full form is mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue. So what is MALT? What is mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue? It is a mass of lymphoid tissue present in the mucous membrane of respiratory, digestive and urinogenital tract. Lymphoid tissue present in the wall of the trachea and bronchi of lung. That is called branchial associated lymphoid tissue. That is BALT. BALT, BALT. Branchial associated lymphoid tissue. What is that? Lymphoid tissue present in the wall of the trachea and bronchi of lung is called as bronchial associated lymphoid tissue. That is BALT. Next one is when the lymphoid tissue present in the wall of the small intestine, that is at the region of ileum, is called as Peyer's patch. Is called as Peyer's patch or gut associated lymphoid tissue, that is galt. Mud, bald, galt. Next point is tonsil. What is tonsil? So tonsil means these are the mass of lymphoid tissue. So tonsil means it is the mass of lymphoid tissue present around the pharynx. In man, they are composed of big lymphocyte, that is called as tonsils.